Ever stared at the capital gains tax question on your tax return, heart racing because you can't work out the cost base? I'm Dan, an accountant with 20 years experience helping clients tackle all sorts of CGT questions. Today I'll show you how to rebuild 5 years of share records and complete every step of the CGT checklist in under 10 minutes using Sharesight. Get a copy of my free checklist in the description to follow along. Step 1. I started with my broker accounts. I bought 1,000 shares of VYMI on the 15th of June 2020 for $52.05 USD each. I sold 1,037 shares on the 20th of June 2025 at $78.98 USD. That sale figure came straight from my broker's confirmation statements. Step 2. Create your own free Sharesight account. I've created a Sharesight account using the link below. Set your country to Australia, currency to AUD, and name your portfolio. I called mine ETF Recovery. Step 3. List capital proceeds and full cost base. I entered the purchase of 1,000 shares at $52.05 USD on the 15th of June 2020 here. Sharesight applied the FX rate of 69 cents and calculated my AUD cost base to be just under 75,000. Then I added the sale of 1,037 shares at $78.98 USD on the 20th of June 2025 with an FX rate of 0.64. My capital proceeds came to $126,607.27 AUD. Now if I stopped here and I calculated my gross capital gain, I would get $51,739. Which is $126,607 less $74,867. However, the Sharesight calculation is missing something important that needs my input in Sharesight, which will save me thousands in capital gains tax. Step 4. Don't forget DRPs. You see, I've been in the DRP or dividend reinvestment plan for 2 years, but wasn't sure when I joined. So I logged into the Vanguard share registry, free and available online, and found that I joined in October 2020 and opted out in March 2022. I updated those dates in Sharesight by going to the trade and income section here and scrolling down to distributions. From here I would go down to the distribution paid in the date range I was in the DRP for and click the confirm button like this. Then I would select the reinvested button here. I would accept the share price that Sharesight suggested to save my time and the number of shares allocated from the DRP based on those share price values, and repeat that for each distribution in the dates I was in the DRP system. Then Sharesight recalculates my holdings to match the 1,037 shares I sold. So in total, I had purchased an extra 37 shares in the DRP. Now, a few things to watch out for are sometimes there is a rounding error and Sharesight may not allocate the exact number of shares allocated from the DRP. In this instance, you may need to go back to the Vanguard register and find out exactly how many shares you were allocated at each distribution and update Sharesight again. Mine worked out in this instance quite accurately, so I'll continue on this basis. Step 5. Calculate the capital gain or loss. Sharesight is now correctly calculating my capital gain as cost base of $78,175 AUD with the sale proceeds of $126,607.27 AUD, bringing my capital gain to $48,432 AUD. So by adding my DRPs in the previous step, I reduced my gross capital gain by over $3,000. Not bad for a few minutes of work. Step 6. Add up total gains and losses. I had no capital losses to offset, so my total gain was still $48,432. If you do have losses, Sharesight lets you enter and track them easily. Step number 7. Apply the 50% CGT discount. Because I held the ETF for more than 12 months and am an Australian tax resident, I applied the 50% CGT discount. My net capital gain was then $24,216.05 AUD. Step 8. Report the net capital gains in your tax return. In MyGov, go to your ATO tax return and scroll to Capital Gains or Loss. Select Yes. Current year capital gains is $48,432. Discount applied, $24,216. Net capital gain, $24,216. Losses carried forward, 0. Use your Sharesight CGT report to copy each figure line by line. The CGT schedule helps the ATO verify your calculations, especially for foreign assets with tricky FX issues. You've just seen how to complete every step of the CGT checklist, from gathering records to reporting your net gain. Download the free checklist below, and if you haven't already, use the link to set up your free Sharesight account today and receive 4 months free if you upgrade to a paid plan. Thanks for watching. See you next time.